Hey guys, today I have the review for you on the Juvia's Place Foundation and Concealer. I am going to put the information as far as how much is in here and things like that down below, because I feel like by now, if you're interested in this, you probably know, but this is $20, this is $14, comes with a good amount for your price points. The only thing is that the swatches are kind of deceiving online. It's kind of hard to see different swatches depending on the person's skin tone that it's contrasting against, and lighting, you know, it can really throw you off. I felt like the shade I picked was good for me. It's just a slight bit light, so I do have to bronze up my skin, use a darker like setting powder to set it, but it does work for me in the long run. So I got the shade Alexandria 650, and the neutral undertone is perfect, but I would need it to be just a little bit darker, and I couldn't find one that had this neutral undertone specifically like this and a little bit darker. They seem to lean more orangey yellowish once you got up to the medium range. And then for the concealer, I got number 20, which I thought was perfect for brightening underneath my eyes. I'm going to go ahead and swatch it as well. This has the large doe foot applicator, kind of like the Tarte. I really like the packaging as far as how coral it is. I love the concealer wand. This, the squeezy tube, I like the fact that it's not going to break. You can just squeeze out all the products. I wish that it had like a little window just so you could see the product itself. I like being able to see the product just in case it goes bad. I can see the color, etc, etc. But you know, it kind of is what it is. It is at least cheap. I am going to go into Ulta and see once they bring these into stock to see if I can better color match myself and maybe see it better in person. And I might get another one of these because I really do like it. This is supposed to be a velvety matte foundation, so it's supposed to look more not like super matte on your skin. The way they describe it on the box is a natural soft matte finish. So I'm going to be showing the demo around here so you guys can see me actually applying it. I do feel that with this foundation, less is more. So I wouldn't go in with like a full, like, you know, I would definitely put a little bit on your sponge a little at a time and go working it in, because it is super full coverage. Today I have it on but thinned out with a more serum-y foundation. I just want to kind of test it out this way and see if I like it better this way. But this is super thick. You're going to want to use less product, maybe use a beauty blender. I personally did not care for using it with a brush. I preferred a beauty blender. It just felt like it really you know, spread it out a lot better and blended it into my skin. As far as the concealer, I felt like it was a really nice texture. It didn't like seep way too bad into my lines. Once I set it, I was good to go. I do set it with just like the tiniest bit of powder and just like go in there. I do not do baking just because of my age. Baking is not for me. So this is full coverage. If you're not a full coverage girl, this is not going to be for you. It does last really nicely. Even the first day I put on a glowy primer, glowy setting spray, and the product was still on my face. It was more glowy looking, like you could tell that I looked a little bit sweaty looking, but it stayed on there. The second day I used more of a regular primer with just, you know, just like a regular setting spray. I think I used my Morphe spray, and I felt like this lasted really nicely. I did get a little oily in my T-zone, which is, you know, kind of normal. My skin is kind of getting back to what it used to be, which is combination, and I felt like this lasted really nice. I still have like dry areas here, and I didn't feel like it attached to those dry patches. Even around my mouth where I've been breaking out, and here on my chin, I feel like as long as you have a good primer and you apply this a little at a time, you're going to be good. And then the powder that I use to set it is the NYX No Filter powder, and then I use a little bit of the Jeffree Star one around, and I feel like it looks super skin-like. Of course, when someone sees you, they're gonna be like, damn, you look made up, because it still looks like makeup. You know, there's just no way around it. No one's gonna see you with with a full coverage foundation and say, oh wow, you look so natural. There's just no way. So that is just something to keep in mind. But today I did sheer it out just a little bit because of the fact that my only issue with this foundation was that it did kind of feel a little heavy on my skin. Like I could feel it on there. Not to the point that I was like totally grossed out that I wanted to wash my face, but you know, it still had that thick feeling on there. So I wanted to test it out. And even right now, just the way it feels, I feel a little bit better of using just a little bit of this with another foundation that is more of a sheer foundation. And I like the way it came out because it gave it extra coverage, but without that too heavy feeling. So would I recommend this? I would. As you can see through the timestamps, I feel like it really held up. It really looks really nicely along with the concealer. The concealer is amazing. Likewise, I feel like less is more. If you can get color matched, it would be even better. I would definitely say maybe wait until they're in Ulta and you can actually swatch them. I do want to get a darker shade and see if I can find one at Ulta that will match me better. The concealer, like I said, didn't go into my fine lines. It lasted all day. It does give a little bit of extra brightening underneath there. I did apply it with a sponge. I applied it a little bit further down and then work it up into my fine lines. I set it with just like a tiny bit of loose powder, and that was it, and it lasted all day, covering, you know, my under eyes. So I really enjoy these. I think that it's super affordable. There's a lot of skin like shade ranges as far as skin tones, especially for more darker skin, which is something that there needs to be a market for. So I feel like they are definitely hitting that market, you know, the nail on the head with that. So I really enjoy this. I definitely think that it's something that if you like full coverage, you should try. If you're not into feeling makeup or don't want to look like you have on makeup, then I don't think that this is going to be for you. But I do love that it doesn't have a scent. It looks really nice. It gives like a full-on coverage. If you can tell right there, it just really covers. Also, one thing that I forgot to mention before I need to go is the like texture. It will cover like blemishes. It'll cover everything under the sun. I feel like it will make you look like you have a smooth canvas, but I feel like if you do have like a full-on blemish, it will cover it and give you like that appearance that it's not there, like erase it. But if, you know, obviously if you have texture or bump, there's only so much makeup can do. You know, you're still going to physically see that there is a bump there. So that's just something to put out there. So let me know if you guys have any questions down below, any additional information that I might have forgotten. Information about the products themselves will be down below. Let me know what you guys want to see next or what you want to see more of. I did buy the loose powder from this, so let me know if you guys want me to try all three and then do a review on the powder. I haven't done reviews in a long time just because I feel like it's you know, saturated as far as YouTube. There's way too many people doing reviews, and a lot of people get PR or buy things like every single thing that comes out. I'm not one of those people. So yeah, so I don't know, I've kind of strayed away from that, and there's way too many launches to keep up with. So let me know if you guys still enjoy my reviews and demos. If, you know, like I sporadically pick up a product that you guys are interested in or things like that, I'd love to hear back from you guys. And yeah, that's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, hit that little red button down below and join my little YouTube family here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.